Hey everybody, it's hwsteele, and this is the second weekly video for the month of May 2021. So this is from Gann's forecasting course. It's a retyping of it. It says, every movement in the market is the result of natural law and a cause which exists long before the effect takes place and can be determined years in advance. The future is but a repetition of the past, as the Bible plainly states. The thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Everything moves in cycles as a result of the natural law of action and reaction. By a study of the past, I have discovered which or what cycles repeat in the future. It says major time cycles. There must always be a major and a minor. If you spend time studying Tunnel Through the Air, this sounds familiar, right? A greater and a lesser, a positive and a negative. In order to be accurate in forecasting the future, you must know the major cycles. Then here's the important part for this video. It says the most money is made when fast moves and extreme fluctuations occur at the end of major cycles. I have experimented and compared past markets in order to locate the major and minor cycles and determine what years in the cycles repeat in the future. After years of research and practical tests, I have discovered that the following cycles are the most reliable to use. And this is where we'll stop this. And here's the paint program from Windows. So I am going to draw a square here, and then going to draw an angle from corner to corner like this, and then another one like this, which will enable me to draw a smaller square like this. Then I'm going to draw another angle from here to here, which once again allows me to draw yet a smaller square. Like this. And then one more angle like this. Oops. There we go. Which will in turn allow me to once again draw yet a smaller square. Now drawing these squares like this has enabled me to do this. I'm going to subdivide this right here into quarters, and then right here not perfect but close, and then this right here allows me to do this one right here. So on this side we have full size right here, there's a 1/4 size right here, and then there's a 1/16 size right here, right? Full size, quarter, 16th, and then 64th is right here. So we'd be able to go 8 wide by 8 down to get 64 total of these squares. And 16 of these total squares by going 4 by 4, and so forth and so on. I think you get the picture at this point. Now I'm going to draw a circle inside the square like this. So that the diameter of this circle is the same as the segment length of this square. Close enough. So if this is the beginning of our cycle right here, and this is the end of our cycle right here, Beginning point is right here. End point is right here. And this right here, well, let me just use this arrow down arrow. This scale right here is increasing in volatility, low volatility up here, high volatility down here. And we follow the arc of the circle. This is the beginning of the cycle. This is the end of the cycle. We see that in the beginning of the cycle, we have next to no volatility, relatively speaking. And if we follow the arc, we see that at the halfway point, we have more volatility than we had in the first half. And the second half, we have a tremendous increase in volatility. The last quarter of the cycle has by far the biggest increase in volatility right here. And if we subdivided this again into eighths, we would see that this point from here to here, that approximately 50% of the total maximum volatility was achieved in the last eighth of our cycle length right here. So there must always be a major and a minor, a greater and a lesser, a positive and a negative. In order to be accurate in forecasting the future, you must know the major cycles. The most money is made when fast moves and extreme fluctuations occur at the end of major cycles. So this right here, do you remember when I did the video on Einstein's special theory of relativity? I used this same graph to talk about time dilation versus the speed of light, right? And that's what's being used right here to talk about cycle length versus volatility right here. We have an increase in volatility the further into the cycle we go, until we get to the end of the cycle, which we have the most, by far the most dramatic increase in volatility. So that at the end of the cycle length, because of this shape right here, we can expect the most volatility at the end of the cycle. So anyway, this is hwsteele, and I will go ahead and end the video here. Hopefully some of you find it interesting and useful in some form or fashion. But with that, I'll go ahead and end the video and talk to you in the next week's video.